Roxy at Cleveland Exotic Dance, here to talk about some calf and ankle strengthening exercises, particularly useful for those interested in commanding those high heels. Whether it's around the pole, at a wedding, wherever you are, you want to strut your stuff in those heels. Here are some exercises to help you do that. A common problem with high heel wearers is inversion of the foot. So when that foot wants to turn in, or you might think of it as your ankle wants to roll out and you kind of get that twist and that stumble in your ankle, that is because of a weakness in the muscles of the outside of the leg here. So we'll do a quick exercise to strengthen those. You'll need an exercise band. They often come in packs where there are different levels of resistance determined by the color. And there's usually something written, it's probably on the other side for this one, written on the edge of the band to tell you what its resistance level is. So you're going to want to start with the least resistance and tie a loop into your band. I've already done this one, but I just tied a little knot here to make a loop at one end. And I'm going to work out this leg. Of course, when you do this, you would want to do both sides, keep things even. But for demonstration, I'm just going to do the one leg. So the leg that you are going to be working, you want to put that loop over your foot and have it setting at the balls of your foot. So you don't want to be down here in the arch. You want to be up by the toes, but don't let the toes carry all the weight. Really where you would be standing in your high heels, the weight would be on the balls of your foot. That's where you want the loop of the band to rest. So we're going to just turn it a little bit so it's pointing the direction of the other foot, and take your other foot and step on it. And you might need to step a little closer onto the knot, whatever works. Take the tail that is left and pull it back towards your body. So this is creating a lot of resistance for the foot and the ankle and the calf that you're going to be working. Point the foot that you're working, and we're going to slowly move it out. Not the leg. You don't want to be moving the leg. You want to just move the foot. So you're working, you feel the muscles on the outside of your leg tense, tighten, and be working. After a couple repetitions, especially if you have weakness where you roll your ankles a lot, you're going to get tired. So don't overdo it. Everybody's going to have their own number of reps. I would say do the reps until you're starting to feel a little fatigued, little painful, little sore. You don't want to be to the point of exhaustion to where you couldn't even move your foot anymore one more time. That's a little too much for these weaker muscles. So count how many you've done. Take a little break, 30 seconds, and go ahead and do another set of the same number that you counted. Switch to your other side and same number, two sets of those reps. You'll want to do another exercise as well to work the muscles on the inside of the leg. Even if you don't have a weakness in this area, you still always want to work both sides of the body to keep things balanced. Both flexibility and strength are important. So when you're working one side, you're flexing that side, and then the other side that opposes it is having to stretch. So then you want to switch things around, strengthen, and then stretch the other side. So we'll talk about the muscles on the inside of the leg and how to work those very similarly with the band. Some of the problems that can arise with weakness on the inside of the leg, it's what's called eversion. So I mentioned before, inversion was rolling the ankle out or turning the foot in. Eversion would be the other way. Now, our legs don't go very well, very smoothly in that direction, so eversion of the foot is very rarely a real problem, but this muscle weakness can also cause flat arches, plantar fasciitis. Of course, there are other reasons for some of these conditions, and I am not a medical professional, so for yourself, if you have some of these issues, you'll want to consult your doctor. Consult your doctor really before doing any exercise, and make sure that you should be doing exercises like this, that you don't have any other underlying problems in the structure of your foot or your ankle. But most people would be fine to do these exercises, but better safe than sorry. So to strengthen the inside muscles, we're going to do a very similar exercise. We're going to cross the working leg on top this time though. Place the loop of the band in the same position on your foot. And again, we're going to use the other foot to step on the band and pull back on the tail to create tension. Very important when you're working this side, the eversion muscles, that you are pointing the working foot. If you flex this foot, you're going to see, I don't know if you can see it from here, but if I flex, there's a tendon right here that pops up. And you wouldn't be working quite the right area if your foot is flexed up. So if you see that tendon, make sure that you're pointing that foot down. So I'll get back into position here. Point that foot down, create my tension. And again, we're going to be moving the foot out and back in. Out and back in. Just the foot so you're feeling the tension along here. And again, count your number of reps that you can do before you get too fatigued. Take a break and do another set. And then of course do your other leg as well. So I hope this helps you strengthen those ankles and those calves so you can get into those high heels this summer. Also, if you are in the Cleveland, Ohio area, check out clevelandexoticdance.com and be sure to come in for one of our classes, particularly our new high heels class, where we focus on exercises and strengthening for the legs, the ankles, and the feet, and do some fun dance choreography as well. Have a wonderful time in those heels. I'll see you next time.